Jackson guys. We're not starting, right?
Yeah, we are still waiting another guest here.
Okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. Hello, we can start right now. So hello everyone, I'm Cheryl. It is very exciting to host a crypto market insight session with our guest. So today we are very happy to have with us our guest who will be sharing their opinions on the market trends. As the host of today's discussion, I'll be leading us through a thought-provoking conversation that promises to be both informative and engaging. So, whether you're an experienced crypto user or just getting started, we encourage you to sit back, relax, and join us for what is sure to be a really enlightening discussion on this week's market performance, trends, and hotspots. And the live session is broadcasting on CoinW live channel and CoinW's YouTube channel simultaneously. Welcome all to watch, and please leave your opinions or questions about market, coin, etc. in the comments, and our guests will pick up some to answer. So let's go on. Welcome, Anya, Boris, Jay, and Tango. Welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing, Cheryl?
Hey guys.
Hi, welcome you all to our live session, and we're really happy to have you here with us today. So let's move on the really exciting part, which is market review and gainer loser coins. So in this segment, you can share anything about the market insights on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies you want to talk about. So please be free to share the screen and let us watch your chart. So who wanna be the first one to share? Hi Boris.
Hello.
Hello, you wanna share your this week's the market trends?
Um, yeah, sure. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, so one coin that I'm looking at for this week is it's still TRX. I think I mentioned it last week. But this still is like in an upwards trend. And I'm still thinking it might break up to new highs just looking at the 2-day time frame. So I don't really have any like upwards targets. I think if we can break above like 0.1169, we can pretty much break out to new all-time highs. Or no, not all-time highs, but new yearly highs at least. And then apart from that, I don't know, everything else has been pretty much down this week, so I'm not I don't know, I'm not too excited about anything else in terms of upside. Bitcoin is kind of just going sideways like it has been for the past couple of weeks. So um yeah, my analysis is pretty much the same, just consolidating between 40 and 45,000. And Ethereum is kind of just I don't know, it's just not doing much. It looks a bit weak to me. I did have like a nice rally uh when the uh when the Bitcoin ETF was approved, and then we had a pump to, I guess, in anticipation of the Ethereum ETF possibly being approved later in the month. But that rally has been pretty much sold off, and now it's just like similar to Bitcoin, it's kind of like consolidating, kind of like in a choppy range. So I like to call it chop consolidation. So um yeah, not a lot of trending moves in Ethereum or Bitcoin right now. It's all in the alts. But yeah, that's all I really got this week. Kind of like kind of a boring week, to be honest. What do you guys have?
Let me share my screen. You guys see it now?
Yeah,
Cool. I like that chop chop solidation, Boris.
yeah.
It's a nice concept.
I just made it up. Just thought of it.
It's nice. Okay, yeah. So I do agree with Boris. It's been a week with not much action. It's been a little bit lethargic, to be honest. I mean, just a a sell off that's been really slow and steady, but a sell off nonetheless. I'm actually looking at this level now on Bitcoin, which is around 42. We do have the moving averages here as well as the 42 support area. So I'm actually looking for a bounce on the market here today. If that happens, then we could see a little bit of a bounce on the altcoins as well, at least on the strongest ones that we can review later. But that's what I'm looking for today. If it doesn't hold and we break, then we can definitely see lower prices faster than expect. We might see a retest of the 40K area. But for now, I'm expecting a bounce, at least a small bounce of the 42K area and the 8 and 21 EMA, which is actually, they're all here, the 50 as well. So it had time to catch up. Ethereum, same thing. It's a bit, it's been on this, this is on the 4-hour and the daily as well. It's been trading above this trend line. So it's retesting it now. So we could also see a bounce of these levels around here. One token that I've been liking a lot, it's Link. I think it's looking the best out of the basket we have and the features at CoinW. It's been consolidating on this range, and it doesn't really sold off while the market was selling off in these last 3-4 sessions. So that could indicate a little bit of relative strength. So I'm looking closely to this 16 what was it? Yeah, 1650. Yeah, 1650-ish area. Could potentially break out. This is more for a daily to weekly play. Maybe if we break out of this consolidation range that's been that started on November, we could definitely see a retest really quick of the 18 area, which I don't think is going to provide much resistance. Then we have a clear path to higher prices, which will probably stand around 28, yeah, 27 to 28. So there's a potential good reward on this one. So I'm really liking the Link for this week. So I'm monitoring closely. I might take a long if it breaks this level with authority. We will need some heavy volume for it to be a clean breakout and not a fake out, because we've seen that it actually tried a couple times here and here, but couldn't hold. And Mina also showed a little bit of relative strength to the market. These last 4 sessions has been closing on the green, so it could also find a little bit of resistance here. But if we actually consolidate right below this level here, it could potentially then break out. So these two are the two tokens I'm liking the most on this boring week.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for the sharing from Tango and Boris. Yes, I have to agree with you. This week is not very very strong changes for this week. But we will discuss a lot of about the blood draws for today's discussion, and we will talk about standpoints from today's discussion. And Jay, what do you think about these weeks? Anything you can share about here?
So boring. Like Boris says, like chop chop. Oh my God, so bored. and but some alts still performing like Mina. I'm gonna share my screen. So some alt still against BTC pairing. Can you guys see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna show hold on. Eat BTC first because I wanna explain something on here. So if you see on daily, we have consecutive day. I think this is around like 9 or 10 days, and there is no candle that always red. Even like Luna or something like FTT, there is always like to be the green. So I expect like there is some kind of bounce on ETH BTC. But if you see here, like we got so much volume on top of that. So this is kind of magnet. I'm not smart money trader. I'm a hybrid, so I can use any like some kind of like all all strategy, like I combine it together. So right now, like you see here, like we got like price action right here on 3 days, and if we can get close in here, so I think Ethereum can you know can can bounce. So the closing on 3 days is on Saturday, but let's see if tonight we can get bounce. And for odds that been performing well, like I got Mina too. Like I think I mentioned it last week. So Mina still fine. I enter here, and this is my second enter. So I ladder up. This is like vice versa of DCA, and it's kind of dangerous. And right now, still on my entry, and target is still kind of high for Mina. And right now, I still got Tia. I think I mentioned that like a long time ago. Tia, Bison is around 15. So the 15 area around until 13 is so strong. So if you guys wanna like the intraday or scalping, so Tia is one of the best right now. Because like there is like a lot of stacking happening and airdrop on Tia Celestia ecosystem, and so that's why like people keep stacking Tia by Tia. So that's why Tia is so strong right now, and it's safe. Nah, 50-50. It's kind of safe, and we got Chinese coin conflux right now. Because like we are gonna get Chinese New Year on 10, so everyone is going to holiday, and I still believe like there's gonna be a Chinese spam because like back then when I was in China, I'm gambling when there is Chinese New Year. So right now the time is different, so people is going to gamble like crypto, maybe like Chinese coin or even BRC. So my bet is on Conflux. So if you guys want to buy on intraday, the target is 1.9 cent in here, 618, and stop loss could be around this low, around 1.8. So because like it's already performing that well, Conflux. And okay, just now I'm solid because like I'm opening some new position. So okay, this is my fresh new position. I got ICP right now, intraday, and the entry is around 11.5, stop loss 11.2, target 12.5. So I got ICP right now. It's quite bullish, but I don't think it can break this trend line on 12 hours. So my target is going to be hit this trend line. But if if it breaks, I'm gonna ladder up. But let's see on ICP, and this is my new trade also. Aptos, it's quite bullish today, and I think Aptos can hit around this area, around $10. So my entry is around $5. Stop loss 8.6 below here because like we already got a liquidation grab around here on 4 hour. So oh my god, this is hang. Next, we got Sats. Okay, this is for Chinese New Year, guys. I'm not suggest you guys for entry because like this is a Degen gamble. Like this is so high risk. So I'm going to gamble this coin for Chinese New Year because like I still believe like memes still not performing that well. So I think there's gonna be like a meme season, and when there's a meme season, like I think BRC is gonna perform. So my bet is on Sats, and it's looking so bearish right now. But when some coin like no one is don't cares, and you know that's the best entry. But when some coin like performing that well, and people keep buying, that's dangerous. Like TRB that time, like people keep FOMO and then crash. So we got opportunity like to short and stop loss maybe like Hold on, let me check because this is still fresh. So, wow, it's kind of high. So let's say today market is bouncing. So we can, I think we can scalp this into my entry area for swing because like we got another like 9 days until Chinese New Year. Because like, yeah. Okay, so that's it. After that, here's the long for sats, and this is high risk, guys. I think that's it, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Jay. I like your perspective on stats. Yeah, the main market and the inscriptions has experienced some recent declines. And about the meme, also the inscriptions is heavily relies on a lot of FOMO sentiment. And we all know, Jay, you're really a big fan of GameFi, right? So
Yeah.
right. So we all know the AI, GameFi, and meme really occupy the three top positions in the crypto narrative for 2023. And the recent strong development of GameFi and AI has prompted. So I really want to ask you about some recommendations for for tokens like in related to fields like AI, GameFi. What do you want to share to us?
Uh, the new one or the one that not released yet? Which one?
Both are okay.
So the new one, I'm going to pick. Sorry, I'm gonna share my screen a bit, so you guys can see what I'm picking. So I'm gonna pick this one because this one is so berries. No, so berries. Which one? Hold on. Uh, BeamX. So this is gaming. This is gaming platform, and this is so bullish right now. So if you guys seen here, like from launching, it's still not touched like the lower. And so, but this is spot buy. This is BeamX, and this is gaming. So it studio everything. So this is good. But the one that not released yet, and it will be soon. I think next week. I got Mafia, Heroes of Mafia. So it's backed by Binance Labs. So all of things is so good. So I'm gonna share you a bit. So give me a second. This is
Okay.
like I'm not getting paid by sharing this, but this is so good because I'm playing it right now. And I'm gonna be quick. Heroes of Mafia. This game is so good. So I've been playing, and there is gonna be an airdrop if you're playing and downloading. And look at the backup Binance Lab, and they got animal coherence, and look at that. This is so good. So for the new one, and it's gonna be released. I think the token is gonna be released like next week or the next 2 weeks. So Heroes of Mavia, this is some kind of like Clash of Clan of game, strategy.
Okay.
That, okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Do you know the RON, the token which name is RON, RON?
Yes, Ron is I have been playing Axie Infinity on last season. So Ron is some kind of the government token. So let's say you get EXS, you can swap to Ron. So Ron is bullish right now because
Yeah.
Ron, yeah, there is some upgrade on Ron Ron wallet, because like right now we can use BNB and some kind of like what is that called? Some kind of uh chain. So there's a lot of chain right now on the wallet because last time it's only Ethereum, so last time we only can buy like EXS and then swap and then SLP. But right now there's a lot of game on the how to call that, Skyronin, because Skyronin is Ron. So Ron is so bullish right now, right?
Yeah.
It's pumping a lot. Yeah, it's still good because like, but I'm not gonna play the Axie. A lot of stuff is the new stuff on the Ron ecosystem, and they got like Wild Forest on it. So I'm gonna play Wild Forest too. Right now it's already launching, so that's why like Ron is so bullish right now too. But yeah, that's it.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much, Jay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Anya, hi. Jam here. Anya, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We're really looking forward your sharing today. So you can share your screen anytime. Yeah,
All right. Thank you very much.
it's okay.
Let's see. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, so okay, before we go to this session, let me check about my uh the markets down. Okay, according to what we can see here, this is for a day. Of course, we can see job and FTT. Although because of the airdrop that Job did, and we had a massive sell-off for that due to the airdrops. And when you get something for free, the first instinct is, boy, say this thing, make money from it. Okay, but that's not where I'm actually going. I want to share my thoughts about BTC. Okay, because I have been preparing for the halving, and we've seen a lot of a lot of down moments during the Bitcoin, especially when Bitcoin halving is around the corner. We are going to see a lot of both the this season is more like a detour moment in the market where people that have been holding coin for a while, we tend to want to sell off, because they're like, okay, maybe we've actually got into that phase whereby the market will continue to go deep because we've seen a little bit of rise in the market, and now, and it could even be worse. So, and the last couple of days, the pre-halving and the post-halving are usually very, very tough. So I highlighted some things here, also based on the past occurrence. Now, the past occurrence doesn't mean that we are going to have the same thing for the future, right? But of course, there are times that we do have deja vu. So, and it might looks like we have similar events that might occur. So that's why I highlighted it. So I'm going to explain all what this is. So that's where us to also position ourselves more for the things. Like I'm a swing trader and holder, so I like to do all this so that I know where I can pick my reference point for. Okay, now we have less than 90 days to the Bitcoin halving, and from what I deducted from here, this is the particular day we are going to have the Bitcoin halving, which is on May 11. That's going to be on Thursday, May 11, 2024. That's when we are going to have Bitcoin halving. Now, between the period of Bitcoin halving, between 14 days to 58 days to Bitcoin halving, this line here show 58 days. So we are going to have a lot of market disruptions, and which we actually did have. We saw Bitcoin went to around 38,000. So some people hand sold off, and so thinking that Bitcoin is not going to recover. Now, I also did something here, which is if Bitcoin should get to $50. Okay, let me show you before I get to that part here. So let me expand so that you can see what I do here. Okay. All right. So sorry. So now take a look at this face here, and also this particular phase here, and also this phase. So this phase was a rejection area for BTC. Now, to break the last phase we had here for BTC before BTC got to 58,000, before BTC got to $50,000. Now, if BTC is able to break this particular phase, it is very easier for us to get to $50,000. And once we get to $50,000, a new all-time high is around the corner. Usually that happened either before the halving or through halving, or pre-halving rather. But now, if you take a look at this phase here, we had BTC when BTC went all the way down to $38,000. That was on the 23rd of last month. By the way, happy new month. Yeah, that was on the 23rd of last month. So I drew my conclusion based on the previous events that we have based on the halving, because I went all the way back to the last halving we had in 2020 and what really transpired before the new all-time high. So I drew and also went back to 2016 just to see looking at the chart. Of course, the fundamentals that happen are not the same, but the chart looks the same. So I had to go back. So in order for me to draw a conclusion or the possibility of what are we likely going to have in the market. So now, if we are able to beat the 14-day strike before 14-day strike before 58 before the 72 days to halving, it's no longer 72 days because from here it was 72 days. Let's say around 70 days now. Before 7, if you're able to beat the 14-day strike before 70 days, before 70 days to Charlie, you want to say something?
Oh, I want to ask your one question after you sharing the thing, your standpoints about the Bitcoin. So you can go in. Yeah, we can discuss and ask my question later after you finish your sharing of Bitcoin. Yeah.
All right. Okay. No problem. No problem. Okay. So let me just continue. Can continue.
Yeah. The sharing is stopped.
Sorry, I just probably you want to say something. Okay. Sorry, let me share again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to ask one question. You can go first. Yeah, keep sharing.
All right. So before the 14 days strike before the 58 days to halving, so we are going to have a downtrend. Of course, we've actually seen some between the 38 days. I mean the 38 price where we had BTC. Now we are still going to have another downtrend. Now it's I already canceled the chart. I wrote the psychology of markets down the other time on the screen, but I think I've canceled everything now. So it's that particular phase. Now we determine, you know, those who will be able to hold through the new hot timer, because once we get to 58,000, which is which can happen. Sorry, let me explain this particular phase too. So this phase was just an assumption that okay, there's the possibility for us to have a crazy downtrend, even if we get to 58,000, that probably a news can happen. Is subjective, is under probability that if a news can happen, we are likely going to have a BTC below 20,000, that which is going to be towards the ending of 2024 around October. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's just a probability around October before we now finally skyrocket based on what I drew here. Then we are going to break 60, and I didn't continue the chat here. I stopped. If I check my notes, because I wrote them down, I will give us more explanation on this. I think you can ask your question before I continue. You can ask your question.
Oh, okay. So the question is recently, like everyone is so interested about the healthy thing, and a lot of people have very like high discussion on this on this hot box, and probably this question is not that professional, but a lot of people are asking about for the Bitcoin halving. So after the halving, will Bitcoin experience the significant and very strong bullish trend after the halving, and how high do you expect it to go? Will like it achieve exponential growth?
Okay, yeah, I after halving, I expect Bitcoin to have exponential growth, but it's not going to happen immediately. In fact, that exponential growth is going to happen, like based on my calculation. Of course, it's very subjective. Technical analysis is very subjective. It's going to happen in 2025. Okay, so but we are going to have let me show us the previous events of 2020 event. Now this was the time we had Bitcoin halving for 2020 on May 11. Now, before the halving, which this is how many I guess this is 58 days before halving. Before 58 days before 2020 halving, we had a Bitcoin downtrend all the way down to 4,730. Now, as at that time before then, Bitcoin was trading for 9,000. So although we could say that this was as a result of Corona, but then, so after the downtrend, we saw before the 58 days after the downtrend, we saw that BTC start moving high, but it didn't pass this particular phase here where it was before. It did not pass that particular phase then until halving happened. Now, if you look at the halving, let me show you something here. Let me get us our date range. Now, this was the previous all-time high back then in 2017. I want to show something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this was the previous all-time high, but now this particular phase, yeah, let me put an arrow here. This particular phase here is similar to this phase where we are in currently. Let me go back so that you can take a look at it very well. This particular phase here, when BTC went all the way high to 13,000 after the drawdown, is similar to this phase where we are currently in. Now, if you take a look at that particular phase, now, before the 58 days to halving, we saw a drawdown. Now, and that drawdown, let me show us something here. Let's use a rectangle. That drawdown is similar to this. Sorry, let me just show us something. Now, from here, that drawdown is similar to what we have. And now let's go back to the current position where we are in here. So that's why I drew another drawdown here. That okay, we are likely going to have something similar to at this phase here. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's going to have. We might not have the same thing, but the patterns are the same. It might not likely happen the same way it occurred, but the patterns are the same. So now, immediately after halving, what do we see that Bitcoin did here? Bitcoin went back to this phase, the whole time, but it did not happen immediately. I think it's about how many days? Let's calculate how many days after that event, after the Bitcoin halving, for it to break the hot time high. About 198 days. So it means that it means that after the halving that we are going to have here, let's see, we are likely going to have, if you calculate based on the same day, yeah, so we might likely going to have 198 days. 198 days, but because of we haven't gotten to a down moment, so it's kind of fall to this side, but this is the date. So if you calculate it, it's going to fall in 2025, but it's not supposed to get that long. But towards the ending of 2024 to 2025, we are going to break the new all-time high for BTC, and my forecast for BTC is over 220, over 220,000. Although some said we are going to 1 million, well, anything can happen in the crypto market, but I don't expect it to happen. Now, let me also show us something. Let's go to the market cap for BTC, Bitcoin all-time high index. No, this is not it. Let me go back to all the BTC market cap. Is it BTC market cap or crypto market cap? Let's see. No, it's the crypto market cap, not BTC market cap. Because as at then, we are going to have the crypto market cap to be at 6 trillion. Let me go back to it. Crypto market cap. I think I did open it. It's not my history. Is it a BTC market cap? Okay, let's just use BTC market cap then. So I was, I think, what is it? Now, currently, we have the last phase where Bitcoin was at all-time high. It was at 1.2 trillion. That was where the market cap of BTC was. But this time around, we are going to be having it at the global crypto market is going to be at 6 trillion, which is, I wish I could show us this. I open it. Okay, do you know what? Let me just use market cap, market cap dominance, no, market cap BTC, total market cap. This is it, excluding crypto. Okay, yeah, this is it. This is it. Yeah. So as at by that time, we are going to be having the global crypto market cap to be at 6 trillion. Sorry. 6 trillion. Or now this is at 3 trillion, but we are going to be having it at 6 trillion at this particular phase. And how did I arrive at that? Currently, the global forex market is trading a day for 6 trillion. That's the daily trading for the global forex market. But for the crypto market, by the time BTC break the new all-time high, we know that after BTC break a new all-time high, then altcoin will start rising. Then we are going to be having the global crypto market cap to be at 6 trillion. Now, this period, like this current the bull market we are going to be having is going to be one of the craziest bull run ever. Now, because there's going to be a global adaptation. Now, of course, we already seen the ETF, for the US has been approved already, and there's already mainstream adoption already. So we are going to be having the global crypto market for it to be at 6 trillion. Now, once the global crypto market is at 6 trillion, it shows that BTC itself, the market cap for BTC as at then is going to be above 1.2 trillion, which was the previous all-time high which was the previous Bitcoin market cap for BTC. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, which was the previous all-time high for the market cap for BTC. And once we beat 1.2 trillion, BTC is going to get to 3 trillion. Now, how do I know that BTC is going to get to 3 trillion? Because of the circulating supply of BTC. Now, we can only have 21 million BTC. Now, by the time halving occur, it means that the more BTC that is going to be in circulating supply is also going to be lesser compared to because the BTC halving is going to be at 3.1, is it 125 or 135? Either of the two. So that's when we are going to be having the next Bitcoin halving. I mean, the Bitcoin halving, that's what we are going to have. And after that, the what is it called now? Is it the purchasing power? No, the power of BTC compared to every other crypto market. Once BTC starts rising, the other crypto market, which are the altcoins, the like of Solana, ETH, and the rest, they are also going to pick up. And for ETH, I propose ETH is going to go to $12,000. That's my proposition for ETH. Do you have the chart here? I'm not sure I have the chart here, but then I propose ETH to go to $12,000, but the global crypto market is going to get to 6 trillion. And once the global crypto market get to 6 trillion, it's a total ball game entirely. But then after the halving, there's going to be we are going to have a market skyrocket, but it's not going to happen immediately. But before the ending of 2024/2025, 2025 is going to be the full. Is it full moon? I will call it now. Let me use the term full moon. for BTC itself, in fact, for the global crypto market as well, you just see that, okay, a lot of tokens, a lot of price are just skyrocketing anyhow, okay, because if you because there's a lot of people, even looking at it right now, a lot of people are even still coming into the space. The meme coins are flying, especially for Solana ecosystem. If you take a look at the tokens that has been doing wonderfully well so far, the airdrops now, in quotes now, the airdrops now are the Solana tokens. And that shows that a lot of people are also coming. Of course, if you take a look at the ones that have been chopping rock pool as well, it's also the Solana tokens. So it's already creating we're already having the free flow that people are already coming into the crypto into the crypto space again. Unlike when we had it towards the ending of 2021, 2022, whereby people are running away to even enter anything crypto. But now we are already back to where we left before, and the mainstream is already coming into the crypto space. People are already putting in their money. Okay, so I believe after the halving event, we are going to have not exactly immediately, but after the halving event, we are going to have the global crypto market skyrocketing powerfully. All right, so thank you very much, Terry. You can ask other questions if we ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Anya. It's very informative and very specific. Thank you very much. Yes, I think we will see whether it can recreate in the past or bullish the new high. Thank you very much, Anya. Would you want to share more things apart from the Bitcoin?
All right, I wanted to share how the macro affect the market, the job stuff. But I can't even, let me see if I still have it here. Sorry, just give me some few minutes. Okay. Yourself in place. I think I didn't get that, but let me just talk on OP. Can we see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk on OP. Okay. Now, although OP, according to CryptoRank, there's going to be an token unlock, although some of it has been unlocked already. If you some days ago, January 30th, we have the previous unlock for OP, of which we had about 24.16 million OP that was being added into the circulating supply. Now, if you take a look at the time the token was unlocked, according to token unlock here, the next one is going to happen on the 27th. But if you take a look at CryptoRank, we are going to be having another one today, February 1st, which but is only 0.02%, sorry, 0.02% of the total supply, which is going to be 1.06 million token. Now, can that really affect the market? Let's go back to the chart for OP. Can it really affect it? Because it's just 1.06 million OP. It cannot really affect the chart. But the one that occurred on the 30th, which was 24.16 million OP, did it truly affect the market? Let's take a look at it on the 26th of January. 26th of January. In fact, it did not really even affect the market. Now, but currently the global crypto markets are all subjective to whatever happened to Bitcoin. So, to my own opinion, for me, I'm an holder at the current phase where we are here now. I'm an holder. I wouldn't want to, just try to, okay, because of the way the market is going down, because the market is currently not stable. Of course, we can't have a stable market. Yeah, I wouldn't want to, just place a trade. Or, of course, I can take advantage of currently the way the market is down, and I'll just get on more tokens. But then, like I said, for BTC determines a lot in the market, and we are still in the phase of 14 days to 58 days to Bitcoin halving. We are currently in between that. So anything can happen. So after that phase, the market can decide to, it can either go up or it can either come down. In fact, to me, I think it's actually going to, go down a little bit before it pick up again. And it's anything that happened with Bitcoin also affects the entire market, except for the new tokens that are being released. For example, now if you take a look at DeFi 2.0, which was launched yesterday. Now, currently, the number of orders trading the token, they are currently normal. But by the time the token is being released, those who stake their token, because some stake, for those who I participated for the ICO, you can only take 30% for those who went for 30% of the token, and out of the 30%, some lock their token, while some stake their token, while some trade their token. Now, if you take a look at the market, let me go to DeFi 2.0 or D.5. This is it here. This token got to 1.05 yesterday. Currently, it has gone back to 0.547. Now, for this particular token, to me, it's a gem coin. So you might want to, it is not a financial advice. You might consider adding it to your portfolio, but not a financial advice. Now, due to the unlock rate, a lot of people have staked their tokens, and after 4 months, we are going to have a drawdown, because those who lock their tokens for good 4 months, as by that time, they are going to have the token will have appreciated because they stake it, so they will have more tokens, and they can easily sell off to, take their capital and leave the profit, so they can easily sell off. But by after the 4 months, if the token did not, if you don't have a massive drawdown for the token, now it shows that by the time we fully enter the bull market, we might be having this token at $20. You never can tell. It might likely do something like Solana, because what the project is all about is more like incorporating analytics, also incorporating the social media stuff, because you can follow yourself, more like Twitter or a thing. But this one is now for Web3. It has the social media space. It also has the what's it called now? The analytic space. You can use it. You can use the platform to look at your transactions, do on-chain analysis. So it has a lot of use cases. So that alone can skyrocket the token. And another factor to consider here is the total and the maximum supply. You can only have 1 billion of the token. And looking at the current phase where we are in now, there's already mainstream adoption of the crypto market. So it shouldn't go below, it shouldn't even go below 0.01, if at all it's going to go down, and considering the fact that we are going into the bull run already, let me use analytics so that you can see. Considering the fact that we're already going into the bull run already, this is a massive buy for me. Although, like I said, I have the token already, so I'm not going to I'm not going to add more to my position. Rather, I might just consider other tokens. Okay, but currently, tokens that we are going to be seeing a lot of drawdown now that might not really be affected by the way the Bitcoin market is, are the new tokens coming into play. For example, now we saw Juke that did minus 25%. Now this happened because of it was an airdrop project. So we also saw when a lot of people took advantage of going to, those who participated in the airdrop, and what happened to it too? A drawdown again. because every time we have a new token, people will sell off, and there's going to be some movement for the token to consolidate and find its balance. So a lot of tokens that we are going to be having a really drawdown, like massive drawdowns, are the airdrop tokens or are the new tokens that are just coming to play, that are just launching, because people just want to take off their capital at first, then reinvest back when the price is low. Okay, so that's my talk on this. Which other one? I said I want to talk about the job stuff, but I didn't get to have it again. All right, so thank you, Terry.
Thank you very much, Anya. Actually, because you were just talking about the OP, we actually have one question highly related to the OP and DYDX. So let's just directly move on to the question, and let's can share it and discuss it simultaneously. So let me share my screen right now. Yeah, can everyone see my screen here?
Yes, we can. I can.
Okay, great. So the question is, both DYDX and OP will experience a large number of token unlocks this week, and DYDX unlock will account for 10.6% of its circulating supply, and while OP's unlock will be 2.52%. So the question is it a bearish signal in the short term, and are there any trading opportunities here? We can discuss anytime. It's freely talking here. Who wanna ask this question first?
Yeah, I guess with all token unlocks in the past, it's kind of like an unknown event. So I think it's already priced into the prices of DYDX and OP for the most part. So yeah, I don't think it's too bearish. I think the traders and other investors are already aware of the fact that DY and DX will have or will experience token unlock. So while I guess there might be some short-term selling pressure, I don't think it's that bearish. I think for the most part, the market has priced it in, and DY, DX, and OP will continue to do what they're already doing. So I think yeah, I don't think it's that bearish in my opinion.
Okay, thank you very much, Boris. Anyone wants to talk about?
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm agree with Boris because but it depends. It depends like how it is performing in the next few days and doing the unlock. If it performing like, let's say it's good, so I don't think there is no effect. But if it is dumping, so I think it will affect it. So because like I keep calling it as a sugar mommy because like when it dumping, so all the kids is dumping also. So yeah, that's related. So that's the correlation between the it and the layer two, because like DYDX and OP is like some kind of it ecosystem. So it depends on it on that day it's unlocked. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Jay. So it
Okay.
depends.
Okay.
No. You go on, Anya.
Okay. All right. So let me just share my screen and show something about our token unlock. Sorry, just give me. Okay. All right. So for the YDH, can we see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. So this is token unlock. About it, we have 41% of the token unlocked already, and 35% of the token one. If we come to CoinMarketCap, taking a look at it, the maximum supply is 1 billion. Now, I like to take a look at the tokenomics so that, just looking at the law of demand and supply in economics, once we have more tokens in circulation, and the demand for it is low, it shows that the price is going to be low as well. But if we have a little token in circulation and the demand for it is high, it shows that the price is going to be high. Now, the maximum supply for the YDX is 1 billion. And currently, the total supply is at 691.5 million. So currently, if we do not get to the total supply, we are definitely not going to get to the maximum supply, meaning that more tokens will not be, released to get to this list. And looking at it, we only have in circulating supply, although this is self-reported, so we only have 37.8% of the token in circulation, in circulating supply, and 10% of the token is going to be added to the circulating supply. Of course, I think it has been added already, but let's take a look at it. Now, the 10% is where is it? This is the 10.62%, is 33.33 million token. Now, why are the people receiving another thing is that why are the people, or what is the token that want to be released? What is it going to be used for? So let's take a look at it. Actually, I need to sign in. You know what? Let's see if we can get, okay, or do you know what? Just give me some few minutes. Let me quickly sign in. Let me just sign in so that, or let me use the fill if I can take a look at it here. Let me see, do we have it here? Okay, I think I will need to use the YDH. So I mean, the token unlock to explain that for us. Let me try to log in. Okay, let me just try to log in. Continue with Google, sign for free. Let me just continue with Google. So I can explain this for us. All right. Now, if we take a look at it, let's take a look at the allocation. Now, is 3 allocation. Why are the people receiving the token? We have the investors. So investors are going to receive the 18.49 million. The founders and employees. So the founders and the employees and advisors, they are going to receive 10.18 million of the token. And future employees, where is it? And future employees are receiving 4.47 million of the token. So, meaning that even despite that the token has been added to the circulating supply, it is not everything that is being released to be traded. Let me use that word now. So the people that might really be trading the token now are the investors, the early investors, those who bought the sale, either at the pre-sale or the seed sale. And even for investors, before they can even sell the token, we also need to find out that at what price did they get on the token. So, because imagine you bought a token for $2 and currently the token is being sold for $2.8, and despite that you'll be holding the token for a long, and knowing fully well that the bull market is around the corner, except maybe if the projects and the team are, they are not going to be working on the project again, or probably they are kind of abandoning the project. That is when an investor might likely not going to, leave the token. But if let's say, for example, an investor bought the token for around that 0 point something dollar, then the investor are likely going to sell off their token. So we need to first know the buy price for the investors. And looking at it, it's only 5.89% of the token that is allocated to investors that's also going to be released. And why 3.24% of the tokens that is also allocated to the team, the founders, and the employees. So if any of them is going to sell at all, you might have a drawdown, but it's not going to be a huge drawdown. And let's take a look at the YDS chart. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the YDS chart. So now taking a look at it, though we've seen the token unlock, it doesn't really have much effect because this is 2024. This is 2024, and if you take a look at it from here, let's say the last time that we had what was it called now? Sorry. the last time we have this drawdown here that got to this place was if you take a look at it, January 9. And when was the time for the token unlock? The token unlock happened when February 1st, which was what today 1 a.m. Sorry, I'm using UTC plus 1, so it could be I guess we are probably at around 10 or 9 at your side. So it's happened 1 a.m. at UTC, and taking a look at it, this is where's the chart again? So this is what happened. This is what we get for it. So maybe by tomorrow we might likely have it at this phase. Where is it called? We might likely have it at this phase, which are at this phase, which is all also dependent on what BTC is going to do. So 10% of the token being released does not, like I said earlier, 10% of the token release does not mean that the token is being released for it to be just for it to be trading like that. No, there are some people based on the what we have here, based on what we have here again, we have we have for future employees, founders, and investors. So the one that we can really say that is going to really be going into the circulating supply now that is going to be traded down is majorly the investor zone, and probably the employees. Is going to be like shares of the company to them that they have. All right, so it's not really going to affect the market that deep like that. So we can just have a slight drawdown, but it's not definitely going to affect the market. All right, so thank you very much for that. I wanted to show something on DeFi Llama, so we can use this to take a look at. This is a 24 hours, what's it called, revenue generated for the YDS and the fully diluted market. Maybe some other time we might talk about this where I might explain to us what this means because of our time already. All right, so thank you very much. I will stop sharing and
Okay, awesome. Very nice, very great. Thanks for all the sharing. And it's really very informative and comprehensive. Yeah, and the DeFi Llama already knows it. We'll use it. And I bet all of us already learned a lot from all the sharing and analyzing. Thanks very much. So let's keep going on our next question. Let me share my screen here. Okay, let's go back to the first one. The question is, BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF has higher trading volume than GBTC on January 30. Does this indicate that the bearish selling pressure on Bitcoin has ended? And what could be the target price for this rebound?
Yeah, so I think this is this is interesting data. I was just looking yesterday at the volume for the IBIT. That's the ticker for the BlackRock ETF, and it had about 327 million in volume on the day yesterday. However, that's still like pretty low compared to the just like the spot Bitcoin markets. So I just did a comparison, and I actually looked at how much volume Binance did on the BTC USDT pair, and Binance is like doing a lot more volume than the ETFs. It's like I think it was like 727 million yesterday. So I actually don't think like the ETFs have that much of an effect on the price of Bitcoin. I think like the spot markets, just like the spot markets on Coinbase and Binance and even like CoinW, I think they have a much greater effect on price than the ETFs. I don't think the ETFs have, yeah, they just don't have that much volume yet compared to the compared to the spot markets. So that's my opinion. I actually don't think until we get more assets into the ETFs and more volume flowing in, I don't think the ETFs have that much of an effect on the direction of Bitcoin at this point. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think?
Well, I actually sent an update a couple of days ago regarding my bullish outlook or regarding the ETFs on Bitcoin. Even though I do agree, it's still not significant between spot on Binance or spot trading and the ETFs. We are seeing since the inception of the ETFs, we are seeing an inflow of at least IBIT and FBTC, which is Fidelity. So Fidelity and BlackRock, which are the two biggest, along with Grayscale. They're putting up the most volume. They are putting around 2 million daily. So that's quite a significant amount, even though it's still small. That's the equivalent to around 4 to 5 BTC each in a couple. I mean, every day. So I mean, they are accumulating a lot. Like we used to check Michael Saylor's buys when he announces he's buying for his company, MicroStrategy. And we took that as a bullish sign. He's holding a lot of Bitcoins. But this volume that I'm talking about is like it's what he buys in a month. These guys are buying it in a couple of days. So like their combined intake is around 9K to 10K BTC, which is also interesting to compare it to what the supply is. If we think about supply, the mining supply is around 900 BTC daily. So this is 10x on the daily supply provided by miners. And also we're having the halving in a couple of months. So that if we take these numbers just as they are right now, remember this can always change at any time. We're talking about a 20x reduce on supply. So you do the math on that. This is not just a linear calculation, because we are not even taking into account the outflows, which are going to be an influence as well, okay? Because there's inflows. I'm talking about inflows here, but there's also outflows. There's going to be selling, but I don't think for now it can impact on the Bitcoin price. But it also depends on adoption and how much money is going to be pouring into these ETFs. I think these are new, very interesting trading vehicles for institutions in traditional markets, and they're going to be definitely used for asset allocations and for hedging. So I think that's why there was such a rush from these companies to get their own ETFs, because they see a potential huge market here for business, and also we're seeing that they are actually they are reducing their fees and everything because they want to compete. So that's also going to be interesting. Traditionally, Grayscale was the top ETF, but now it has competition, which is always great to see. And yeah, I think the selling pressure, I think it's ended for now, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. If in the future this will impact the overall market and the price on Bitcoin.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for the sharing from Tango and Boris. Anyone want to talk about this question? Jay and Anya? Okay, so let's move on. The next question, which is a series of important US economy data is coming this week, including Joyce job reports, ADP employment change, FOMC in non-farm payrolls. So the question is, will this macro data have a significant impact on the Bitcoin market?
Yeah, so yesterday we got effect on the crypto market. So it was before the FOMC meeting, the market was pricing in a potential rate cut in March, which would have been bullish for, risk on assets like equities and crypto. But Powell basically said that it's unlikely that there will be a rate cut in March. So that did kind of send the equity markets as well as Bitcoin itself tumbling yesterday. So I think pretty much most of the market finished in the red yesterday. So obviously that did have an effect. As far as the other data, like yeah, tomorrow we have non-farm payrolls, but to be honest, I don't think the NFP data is really has that much of an effect on the crypto markets from my experience. I think that's more of a driver in the Forex and equity markets. I think for crypto, like the most important economic data is the FOMC meetings and maybe the CPI, but I honestly don't even pay attention to the non-farm payrolls. Uh, what are your guys' thoughts?
I'm gonna follow up with Boris, but I've been trading non-farm payroll on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the NFP used to be the judgment day because like the trend of the NFP is it can stand like 3 until 5 day because like NFP is always out on Friday. So if there is no bad news during the weekend, let's say like Sunday or Saturday, so the Harris asset can perform like 3 or more than 5 day until like maybe like Friday to Friday because like I still prefer like non-farm payroll and FOMC as the game changer for Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance because like that's so related with the DXY. And let's see if we don't have any bad news. So I think the trend can change or the trend can be like, let's say the trend is going down, right? The Bitcoin. So if the NFP can make Bitcoin more bearish, so we can see like more bearish on the next 3-5 days because like that's because the trend is so good on NFP. But on last time when I trade NFP and there is like a bank collapse, I think last year, like a bank collapse, like a capital or something on US, and then like the trend is bam, the trend is screw up. So as long there is no bad news during the weekend or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday, so I think the trend is gonna stay. All right, what do you guys think? Anyone? Anja? Tango?
Okay. Yeah. Taking a look at the FOMC news, like, and it didn't really change much because the rate was still the same, like it wasn't changed. So it was still at 5.25%. So between 5.25 and 5.50%. So it didn't really change more. So for me, the other news, like what he said, is the other news just affect the forex market, not really the crypto market. So the one that really concern the crypto markets might likely is the FOMC news, but then it wasn't really reaching. So that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Anya, you want to talk something about this?
No, the only thing that I want to say is that yeah, we're actually seeing a correlation, more of a correlation now between traditional markets and crypto. So I missed your live stream yesterday, Boris. I'm sorry. But I was
So it's all
actually
good.
checking. Yeah, I was checking for a while at 2:30 to see how the crypto markets reacted, and it was actually like it was moving like just like the S&P. Like Bitcoin was like selling off, then bounced off, and then it sold off again. It was like clearly a correlation there. So I haven't been paying much attention to that in the past, but I'm definitely checking it now, and I don't know how it was in the past, if it was correlated or not. But I think, and it's my opinion, that it will definitely be more correlated now. And So we as traders, as crypto traders, will have to most definitely pay more attention to traditional finance and to news like this one, because this is if it's not the most important news that we have out there. So it's very important for you to know it, because if you're trading intraday or scalping, it can create huge volatility, and it could mean a huge risk when you're trading. So it's also because of that you need to know about these events, and also because it's a good measure of the markets in general. So I think it's very important to follow these kind of news around as traders. So yeah, that's what I think.
Okay, Tango, thank you very much. Thanks for the sharing. Yeah, for this question and the responding from our guests, I think we can just pay attention on traditional market and crypto, and let's looking forward and also the relative affection. Okay, so about today's market discussion part, anyone wants to add more or discuss about that more deeply? Okay, if there is none for it, I guess today we're about to end. And overall, I'd like to thank you everyone for joining this inspiring discussion today, and thank you for our audience so patient looking for us, and please pay attention on CoinW's Twitter account and our guest Twitter, Jay, Anya, Boris, Dylan, and Tango. You can following them and stay tuned with us, and they will always share a lot of so informative information on there. And overall, thank you so much, guys. Please take care and see you next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. See you next time.
Thanks, guys.